It's cool. I'm gonna
learning
have to
it out.
get used to this.
Maybe
It's
we
very
shouldn't be
cool.
all extra, but I like it when I honestly like it
The
when they
videos,
do it.
yeah.
It gives ASMR.
That's
I'm
so
not gonna
true.
click my nails on it, but because I don't even have any. But holding
Look
my
at
mic
us.
and let us find out that this didn't even work at all. This
What if it's not?
let
It's
me
like
make
no
sure the
sound
receiver
at
is
all.
on or something.
You ready for our intro?
If I remember it.
I know, right? Let's see what happens. Hey girl.
Welcome back to
How Did I Get Here?
That's Taylor.
And that's Abby.
And today, what are we talking about?
We are finally going over our goals board, we think. Because we never really know.
We were going to do that, but then she ended up talking about
I had a surprise.
She surprised us. Check out that video where she quit her job and told me on camera. She told me like right before the video started, but then gave me all the details on camera. Yeah. That was quite interesting.
And now I'm at my fourth job. So, yeah.
From like
technically, I was at the same company,
manager.
but
Yeah, no, it's a different job.
Yeah,
because it even required a little bit of training too.
It was because I was in a different like commission based role. It was a whole different thing. So
commission based,
right?
That sounds
what
weird.
was I doing? I know. What am I doing? I don't know.
We don't know.
Day
I don't know
by
what I'm doing
day.
either. Either way, today I guess we're gonna go over
what we were supposed to do.
So a few months ago, today is October the 13th, and a few months back in probably June or July, we did a video about what our goals. Our goals for the year, which the year's not over yet, but we wanted to go ahead and go over it.
Okay, here we go.
So these were our goals. I think for Taylor, what happened was we paused at peace. We didn't even. She quit her job. We skipped to peace because the whole point of why she quit her job was trying to find infinite peace.
Yes.
And so we just basically only did that one bullet point out of like 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I told my Bible verse because when I was out of a job for those, it was Mark 11:24, and it's basically about. I can summarize it for you guys, but it's after you pray about something, you give it to God and let it go, and you can't continue to worry about it. You can't pick it back up. You give it to God and you just release it and let it go. Okay. Yes, I did put it in our previous video, the full verse, so you can go back and look at that if you want the full verse for that. But
okay, but then you also did spa day. Tell me, did you ever do your spa day?
I finally did my spa day, I think right before or right after this, but I just did I took myself a nice little hot bath, and I did my the charcoal mask, which peels and it's very nice. Update, I don't know if there's less hair on my face.
You know what? She did this last time.
And my mustache is gone, y'all.
She literally did this last time. Talk about. I know this isn't Abby's aesthetics, but it's insert clip
a
from
callback,
yes,
to our old video.
Yeah, that was hilarious, girl.
But
okay, you did your spa day. Actually, you got me back on doing masks. I haven't done a charcoal mask.
I heard you say that you were doing. I don't know if you said it in a video or one of our voice recordings.
It was just the clay. Sorry, it was the Aztec clay.
I gotta try that one,
and it tends to work. But honestly, I have a little bump. I just noticed that's coming in.
I know I have one down here,
and I'm just like, why? Like I thought we were okay skin. I thought we were in agreement.
Bumps are so like irritating and inconvenient. It's like, why?
You know, shout out to
out of all the things you could be, you chose to be a bump.
You could have been a frog.
You could have been
a butterfly. You could have been a rock, but you came back as a bump. Okay, you said all the atoms in the world. You came, the molecules.
You formed and came together as a bump.
That's so interesting.
So the next time you feel bad about yourself, think about that. At least you're not.
Think about you ain't a bump.
You ain't a bump.
Someone's day.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did realize that. I was gonna say shout out to my mother-in-law that's probably watching this video, but she pointed out to me every time she sees like a bump on my face. It's like she attributes it to like your cycle.
Oh, yeah.
And she noticed that too. She was like, girl, sucks to be you because I'm not there anymore, which is so true because like once you go through menopause, you don't have to worry about that anymore. But it's just, it's crazy because when I was in high school, I thought that when I got to be in my 20s and 30s, I would be done because I was done. I thought it was puberty, but
my acne is better, but I still do get breakouts, which is like, why? Mm-hmm. Why me? But that's okay.
Yeah, I think it does have to do. But then it's like I can't even attribute it to a specific part of my cycle. Like I just break out anytime in a month.
Cycle, because it's a cycle, your cycle is actually so long. And I don't know if you've been
never ends.
Exactly. You have 1 week of maybe being normal, possibly a few days.
No, but that's the point of a cycle. Like the whole cycle is like it includes ovulation.
Exactly. So you're always
the menstrual part is just part of the cycle.
Exactly.
But the whole like getting up to that, like your hormones are still like when you're ovulating, before you ovulate, like after you're done ovulating, all that. I don't know which one of all the parts make me break out, and it's kind of annoying. Exactly. Because I really look at my skin like maybe that I turned 29, I won't have breakouts anymore. The only time I had gray skin was when I was pregnant. That was it.
Oh, wow.
My skin and my hair and my nails loved that hormone. My nausea, my stomach hated that hormone. I think it's CG. I should know this. CGH or HCG hormone, whatever it is. That hormone. It's like
when you're pregnant.
When you first get pregnant,
can they inject that into you? I feel like this would be some Hollywood type of stuff.
I think no, but they do.
Kim, do you know? Someone in Hollywood can I get injections of like, what is it? What did you say? Of the hormone?
They do, because I think like even for IVF, like people who are trying to get pregnant, they'll like give you the hormone. Because if that hormone, when you don't have a lot of it, because it like doubles or triples in like tens of thousands the first 12. That's why the first trimester is the worst, because of that hormone. Like it makes you feel very sick and sleepy, even though like you just have a baby that's this big inside of you. But if that hormone doesn't increase, a lot of women end up miscarrying. So that's why I'm saying they can give it to you. Not to like put a downer on you. No, but just to say like, so basically they can. But also they do, like, I think even for IVF, like if you're trying to get pregnant, you want to hold on to the baby, like they be giving you shots or something. Someone's going to come in the comments and correct me, because I'm a whole nurse. And I mean, that's not my specialty, so I don't know 100%.
Close.
But it's
you have
something
an
like
idea.
That. But yeah, I was enjoying, when I gave birth, I was like... the skin is gonna go right back. Wow. I watched my nails go back to getting brittle shortly after giving birth, and like
but I feel like there's other things that women say about giving, or like pregnancy, like getting a dark, like their neck will get dark. Really?
I did. My neck got dark, and I noticed that. And my friend, that could be a sign of the gestational diabetes. I think too. Okay. But also, I didn't have gestational diabetes. I just had a dark neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why, but also I think my mother-in-law, again with her, what did she say? She called me I was not a muffin or a nugget or something. I was just so round, girl. I was around something when I was a butterball. Aww. And it was a black.
You just gotta take advantage of everything you can when you're pregnant.
Can we just talk about obsession round and cute pregnant people?
I know.
I'm just obsessed with pregnant ladies. I just want to stare at them.
I try not to stare at them. Even after birth, like the women with their strollers, like I've gotten better as I gotten older, but like try not to look back at their stroller and see them with their baby. It's like I just want to stare at you all day.
And honestly, look at their soft tummy afterwards. Like that thing is recovering.
It's so beautiful.
You just grew something out of there.
Even stretch marks. Like, I just love women that have no problem with showing off their stretch marks. Like, you go, girl. Like, you are a warrior. You did that.
We can honestly, I don't even know why. This is like me getting too deep into like my own private life and what I asked my own husband. I asked him today. I was like, does it bother you? Like, does my stomach bother you? Yeah. And like with the deepest like shock of me even asking him that, he was like, why would I? That? Yeah, like, exactly. No. But I'd be like, dang.
And I dare him to say anything different. I'm just kidding.
He was like thoroughly like, why would it bother me? Yeah. But I think I would hope for him. He didn't go all in depth about it, but he was just like, no, it doesn't bother me at all. But if I was a man, I would be like, that stomach gave me like one of the best gifts I've ever had of like my child. Like, and women that end up having like more and more, like you have 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, it do be making me feel, I don't want to say I feel some type of way, but some of these women that, like I know a girl that has had like 6 kids and her stomach is just tight.
Yeah. Some people don't have anything. Nothing. That's crazy how genes work, and like I don't even know what that is attributed to, but like some people don't. They just snap back with nothing. nothing at all.
That's why I gave up. I was doing the creams and stuff on my stomach, which I still think is good because your skin is stretching and you can get drier and stuff, your skin. But it's not going to stop you from getting stretch marks if you're going to get them. And they do lighten up over time, and it is what it is. It's whatever. But
yeah. I've always loved stretch marks. I love my mother's stretch marks. Let me stop telling her personal business, but I just think they're beautiful. As a child, I thought her stretch marks were beautiful. So,
it's just society making things something it doesn't have to be.
Yes.
I'd be upset, but me personally, I do be obsessed. I'd be like, you're just walking around here existing while you're growing eyeballs, girl.
Yes.
You're just walking around like nothing's happened. You got that nice, pretty round belly. Like, I just be obsessed with pregnant people.
It's so beautiful.
I want it to be in, oh my goodness. Don't mind my cat playing with one of my child's toys. Let me find it. Which one is it? Oh, is this Snow this time? No, both of y'all. I don't even know which one it was.
Y'all in trouble.
Again, checking the audio as I walk away. I don't even know where the toy went. Oh, is it this one? Testing. Because I'm so curious to see with using these new mics.
Oh my goodness, that's so
first
funny.
time. What was I going to say?
Oh, just women being amazing. Growing eyeballs and hair and all of that toes. And
they just be walking past like nothing's happening. Right? And I just be like, well, I was going to say I actually really wanted to be a labor and delivery nurse, but they like, nobody would hire me. I don't want to say nobody because you could work at any sketchy hospital probably. They would hire a new nurse. But at like decent hospitals, I just applied to every single unit and I got picked up on a step down unit. So that's what I worked at. But I really wanted to do L&D. That was like the only clinical where I genuinely loved it. And they tried to talk me out of it because they want you to get a well-rounded education as you work as a nurse.
Would you be a doula or like a midwife or no? No. It's given
no to the midwife just because I know I would have to go back to school and I'm not doing that. Would I be in another life if the Lord created another earth and gave me another life, I would probably do midwife, or maybe I would just be an L&D nurse because I don't know. The thing about it is the reason why or doula, I don't know. I think I'm more so like I'm here again. My cat. I don't know if you could probably see Snow. You were the one that told him that you weren't. You know what, Taylor? Let me help you. Sweetie. He's gonna sit with you. Hold on. Hi. Let's see. This is what he won't. I scared him. Let me see him. Snow, come on the blanket, boy. There you go.
I love animals so much.
Now maybe he'll get comfortable on the blanket.
Yeah, let's see. We'll let him decide. He'll decide.
Oh, there he goes. That was quick. Yeah, he gonna get comfortable. He don't scratch at all either. Well, he's scratching, but not really. It's not gonna hurt.
He's making biscuits. What are they calling it?
I call him muffins for him. He's the muffin man. Just making
Hi, sweetie.
Yes, he just.
I love when you get comfortable with me.
He gonna get comfortable because he put that blanket on.
I'll let you think about it.
Think about it. Oh yeah, now you can't get up.
My heart.
You can't get up now. Oh yeah, you put a blanket on. Snow ain't leaving. I love it.
Cuddles with animals. Yes.
Does your dog cuddle with you?
Yes.
Can you tell our ADHD conversations?
I know. This is so bad.
This is so chaotic. This is not even.
It's not even here
anymore. So anyway. But yeah. Either way, you say you do cuddle with your dog.
Yes, I do. Yeah, for sure. It's the best. Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's your baby. Mm-hmm.
I know. It's people debate about the topic, but
it don't make it. But you clean him too.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but with the labor and delivery, I think the reason why I became a nurse, I know who I am as a person, and I can have a certain level of like authority. Like I don't like. I
had to realize that too with management.
Yes.
And that's why I'm no longer a manager.
CNAs. Like there's some CNAs that never want to be a nurse because they don't like that much responsibility.
And it's good when you know that ahead of time. It's good to know yourself. So
yes, I know I don't want to be in the most authority where I'm the one in the room that everybody. Like, I want to know what I'm doing, but I don't want to be
I like being of assistance. Like, I like to help. Correct. I don't like to make all the decisions. Just tell me what to do. Yes. And what you need from me, and I got you.
That's how I am. Or I can advocate, like I know what's going on. So like if I think you're kind of making a mistake as a doctor, I can like step up and give my 2 cents. But at the end of the day, I'm not the one making the final decision. Like I'm gonna do what I can, and I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna harm the patient. But I don't want to be the one that's like stuck delivering this baby and something happens. Like that's too much on my soul. So no, probably wouldn't want to be a midwife, but And a doula, girl, that's a lot of pressure.
Isn't Erykah Badu one of those? I think she delivered Summer Walker, or maybe these are just rumors. I think she might have helped deliver one of Summer Walker's children, or her twins or something. I don't know.
Possibly.
And it's like, how did you have time to do that?
And also I think for me, being a doula to me takes being a nurse a step further, where you really have to be there for your patient at the toughest time when they're screaming and in pain. And you just have to be there cool, calm. Like, I'm not quite like that. Like, I can be, I am that way as a nurse, but like when all of your patients are just screaming their butts off because they're in a lot of pain, I don't know if I could deal with that.
What was the show on TLC? A Baby Story or a Delivery Story? I used to watch that at like, you guys, I was like 9, 10 years old.
Love that show.
Until I realized that I wasn't really a science girly, I used to love watching those labor and delivery. Like, as a child, why was I watching A Baby Story? I
love that one.
Why was I? I should have been watching Disney, and I was on TLC watching people deliver.
I couldn't tell if it was Duvall. My husband's playing video game. I'm like, is that him or is that my baby crying? I was like, who's making this loud noise? But I think we all have to fantasize about the idea of having like a baby. That was why. Like,
that's
we were
true.
Little.
But maybe it should have been blocked, you guys. Like, out of all the things with parental control, it wasn't that bad. I am over exaggerating, but I was young watching A Baby Story.
Blocks. My mother wanted to parentally block a Bad Girls Club for me.
Oh, yeah.
That needed to be, and I begged her not to.
Really?
I was like, I can't be the only one in school that doesn't know what happens.
Yeah.
Everybody was invested in it, and I constantly watched it every week. My mom was like, I don't want them to set up. I was like, I'm not going to act like these people. No.
Yeah.
I just watched this show. This is crazy. I would never do any of this stuff.
I never kept up with Bad Girls Club, but I for sure know the pots and pans, girl. Y'all not going to get no sleep because of me. That's all I know. And I remember watching that episode. But after that, like, I don't know the new girlies, so
I think I watched it for just 1 or 2 years, and then that was it. So yeah.
Very interesting. What were we supposed to be talking about? Oh, the board. Wait, so
how do we get to having a baby from Infinite Peace? Because they don't give you that.
Oh, spa day, face, stretch mark. It
was like we were talking about acne and stuff.
Yes,
and hormones and babies. Yeah. Well, yeah.
So I did have a spa day from all of that.
Should we just cut and talk more about babies and make this video somehow about
we'll
babies?
Use these as like guides and inspiration. Yeah, prompts.
So we'll be using this for like the next year.
Because we can only get through
one a day. We get through one bullet point a day.
This is so funny.
Yeah, every episode is one bullet point.
Oh my goodness. I'm relaxing more.
You said your Bible.
I do have my Bible verse.
Mark what?
11:24.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Mark 11:24.
Girl, I woke, because I've been having to wake up at 5 in the morning. Today I woke up around like 6. And because I just wasn't ready to get out of bed, it wasn't time yet for me. I did start. I'm still on Genesis, y'all, and I be having to rewind the Bible. When I listen to the audio Bible, I have to like play it back a lot because I just don't get things when I listen to it one time, or I'll be on like Pinterest or another app at the same time. So I am still starting to read the Bible, but I do, when I wake up and I don't have like anything else to do, I do go through the Bible. So I have started working on that. And then relaxing. I think I'm relaxing. I'm as with all that I'm going through, I think I should be a little bit more like uptight than I am. So I think I am relaxing.
I was going to say it's the opposite. I wasn't going to say you fail because of you. You fail because of others. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
That's the point. I think
I could have been in a different situation. I did have plans to relax in a different way and financially. Well, I still am financially relaxing, and I don't have a reason to be, but I trust in God. So I've been making myself relax. Because from going to thinking that I was going to be like at my parents' house, from being in a relationship around this time last year, from all the financial security that I thought I could have had, I do not have. And I'm out here by myself, thugging it with God. Well, God ain't a thug, but you know what I mean. Thug. We out here, okay? Mm-hmm. So I'm relaxing because the Lord is my father and my provider, and everything's going to work itself out. Mm-hmm. And that's all I got to say about that. So I'm relaxing.
100%.
Should I be? I don't know. Am I? Yes, for sure. So we're relaxing. And then the one that I've been going around and skipping over.
The workout.
I ain't worked out, y'all. I started some YouTube, like, what was it, like a Zumba video. When I moved out of that place, I haven't seen that video since. I should probably revisit it. I have been walking my dog more. Because last year, I'm not gonna lie, last year was a lot. When I was still a manager, it was taking me like an hour to get to work, an hour to get home, and my life was just a lot at the time, and I wasn't walking my dog as much as I used to. I am walking him a little bit more, well, a lot more now. And I take him by the lake, and we do all that good stuff. So I'm walking longer distances than I was before. Counts. That counts as something. But working out for real, no, not
I mean, we can skip to my workout one and tell y'all how I felt that one. Because the thing about the focus, I think that I bit off more than I could chew because I only have so much time during the day. And when I was able to focus on running and I was all excited about it, it was because I really wasn't working. Like I had extended maternity leave and then I had summer break. And so I was able to do that and then also focus on YouTube and do other things. But now all my extra time goes into YouTube or spending time with my child. I don't have that much time. So like I wake up, even if I wake up at 4:00 in the morning, I need to be editing a YouTube video or whatever. But what I thought about doing as well that I could do, because when I wanted to run or exercise, I like to leave the house and go to the gym. But I might start doing like at home workouts too in the morning. But then again, like I said, editing takes me like hours to do on my own personal YouTube channel that I struggle early in the mornings because then I still have to like get myself ready, make my child like breakfast, make sure that everything's taken care of for her, then go to work, and then I'm at work all day, and then I do want to come home and like spend some time with her, and then get like close the house down, like straighten up, get ready for work tomorrow. If I have a few minutes left, edit or plan another video. So like doing YouTube has taken up so much time because on the other bullet point, consistent on YouTube, I have been more consistent on YouTube other than this week because I was going to record a video, but I should have been using these mics and the audio was trash. So I'm re-recording it, but I have been more consistent on YouTube, which is a good thing.
Yes, go check out Abby's channel. Okay. That was the Abby
Ashley. If you we'll put the link in the description.
We sure will.
Abigail Ashley.
There we go.
If you search Abigail Ashley Nursing, I'll pop up. Because be surprised if there's another Abigail. Yeah. I could not believe that. I'm like, who are all these Abigail Ashleys in the world? Okay. Finishing her nursery, I did accomplish everything except we never found that thing I wanted to put over her nursery.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor came up with an idea. There was I wanted to put something over her crib. That's the only blank wall, and your idea was like a rainbow.
Yeah,
and I haven't found anything yet, but that's the only thing I need to do.
You should look at the tapestry again. We might find something on Etsy.
I will,
so we'll look into that. And then you have organizing my finances.
First of all, the reason why that one became non-existent was because I didn't have any did I have any finances? I didn't have any finances because I wasn't working, and you don't get paid over the summer when you're not working. However, I think we just got to the point like, okay, I think before when I really wanted to organize my finances, I really was just spending a lot and not really paying attention to what I was spending. But now I think I'm just like not spending because we just really want to just throw all of our extra money at like whatever credit card debt we have, which is not that much. But then when you have a child that costs so much money to take care of, it's a lot of money you're spending on that. So now basically I've just been able to just stop spending. That's my way in my mind. I've been like organizing my finances.
Yes.
Because I have this app called Tiller I'm supposed to be using, and I haven't been using it consistently to really track my spending. But me tracking my spending lately is just not spending unless it's necessary. So I've been doing that and just really trying to like focus on paying off a little bit of debt, which it's been happening some way. Schedule my day each day. Fail because I keep telling myself that, and I feel like convicted I need to do that because I don't know, lately have you just felt like your brain, like I don't know if it's when you become a parent, or it don't even matter. Like the older you get, regardless it happens, but you just get so much brain fog.
Yeah.
Like I'm just doing so much at a time.
Yeah.
That like I just wake up and I'm just trying to survive the day and get everything done that I need to get done. Girl, and it's just I can barely even plan my day.
I just get so exhausted. Like I tell myself that I'm gonna start like putting out my well, now I don't really have an outfit because I have scrubs, but still like just preparing the night before, even for it to go to the pumpkin patch today. I just had to put like my lashes on and do all of that stuff, and sometimes I gotta work on my edges or whatever. I'm gonna do stuff so that it's easier for me to get ready in the morning. And not as soon as I got home, but like I made dinner or whatever. I watched TV for like a second. I'm gonna lay down for 1 second. I'll set my alarm or something to wake up. I never wake up. I'm so exhausted. I just sleep all the way through. I don't get to like
around what time? What do you like at night?
Well, it was for me, yeah, last night I went to bed probably at like 10 or 11, which for me, I plan on waking back up to like prepare myself for today, and I just didn't end up doing that because I was just so exhausted. So I don't know what I have to do to get better with that. I'm trying to lay off the caffeine, as we talked about too.
But that's the opposite for me. I've actually been struggling because I haven't had caffeine. I've been off the caffeine for 2 weeks
Well, yeah,
now.
Same thing. I'm not doing caffeine, and I think that's why like I can't stay once I get home and like do the basic things that I need to do. I can't I do what I need to do when I get home, like clean up or whatever, and then I can't prepare for the next day. So I end up falling asleep. Like I'm just too tired to even prepare for the next day.
That's me.
Yeah.
But then I have to like find time to get like what you're doing too. We're both editing and doing all this other stuff. It's just a lot to do. It's a lot. And I will say, other than that one, obeying the Lord is my first one. I feel like I've been doing a lot better with that. But I also will say the more you obey the Lord and you do better with that, the more the enemy will attack your brain. And I feel like it's almost you do better with one thing with God that the enemy makes you forget the progress you've made.
Yes.
And then instead he's like, man, but look at you. You still ain't scheduled your day.
I can critique myself all day.
100%.
All day long. And honestly, it's better than critiquing others, but at the same time, you have to look at the progress you made, like you said, because you can spend all day saying what I'm not doing, but look at how far you come. So.
And you're still trying. Like you still feel convicted to do certain things. So yeah, I just have to be more gracious with myself on that.
I think you've been doing an amazing job at obeying the Lord. So in church today, I feel like I've been saying this a lot lately, but the message part of the message was, you may be the only, how did they phrase it? You may be the only Bible that someone ever reads, but to put that in my own terms, you may be someone's inspiration to learn about the Lord. You obeying the Lord has been such an inspiration to me. No, for real. And even like we were talking about in the last video, just speaking about God like more openly to others. I always done it with my family or like people close to me, but saying it just freely and just being open to do that, learning Bible verses, you're such an inspiration. So you obeying the Lord and the little that you do inspire so many other people. And I will be the next to inspire somebody else with the little that I say and the little that this verse that I'm saying alone may inspire somebody else. And that's from us creating this board, us talking about God together. I want to lay in a pile of like cats. And dogs.
Snow is an anomaly. Soft. You saw how we did as soon as you put the blanket on. That's when he comes and he lays down.
Look at your little paws.
Yeah. He just gonna say that. He was falling asleep until I
have to go to the Anti-Cruelty Society.
Even if it's
just to spend time with them, I just have to.
Uzi needs.
I know, but I don't know. I've never we'll walk
Bring
past.
Him to Snow.
You think?
Because Snow was nice. Like I wouldn't let him meet Winter, but I would let him meet Snow.
Yeah, because he gets really excited to like walk. That's the other thing too. I think because he's so excited, I don't know how other animals will react. Because like he'll be jumping and like kind of like jittery, and I don't ever want an animal to take that the wrong way because he's so like happy.
They have kittens too, and kittens have a lot of energy. Yeah, they're more like understanding, and they get to grow to like that kitten will grow with him and learn him. Versus somebody like Snow that's already old and set.
I'm gonna have to do it when I have like a week off because I want to be able to monitor them monitor them in the house together before I just go to work to see what'll
anxious
happen
when you leave them alone.
Yeah, and then when I go get my new pet, I want him to, I guess, be there to meet them too, to see how I don't know if they allow that, but I need them to meet first to make sure we can all go home together. So
yeah, they do. I mean, like if you bring Uzi, your dog, to the place, yeah.
I was gonna ask you, we're getting off topic again, but how do you handle like when you were working in the hospital or even working at the animal hospital, how do you deal with like cleaning? I try to leave my shoes at the door. Did you clean your stuff off? Because I don't want to transmit like anything to Uzi or to myself. What is it? Lepto?
Yeah,
it's something that can humans get that too?
I forgot.
It's something that humans can get too. And I'm like, I don't want to transfer that to him, to me. I don't know if I should be Lysoling my shoes down or I just leave them by the door now, but I don't know.
Cavi wipes.
Cavi wipes. Okay, I need to get some Cavi wipes.
Just wipe your, what kind of shoes do you wear?
I haven't worn my Crocs yet. A lot of people wear their Crocs. I just wear my gym shoes though. I have my New Balance
just
gym
use
shoes.
Cavi wipes on the like leave them at your door or like those like you have a designated pair of shoes for work.
Yeah, I mostly wear the same two pairs.
Yeah, wear the same shoes to work, and when I do bring them in the house, try not to walk around your whole house with the shoes on. And I just clean because the bleach on the Cavi wipes will like clean all that stuff.
Okay, and it's like some of the techs and doctors bring their pets in. Well, the doctors specifically, they'll bring their pets in, so I know it can't be that bad to transmit it or bring things home. But still, I'm just like,
never know. Like you said, you really never know.
Yeah, because if something happened to my dog, we're gonna have to burn the place now. There's gonna be a problem. But yeah,
for those of you who don't know, maybe that Taylor works at an animal hospital.
I do now,
and that was the 4th job she's had this year.
Yes.
Which kudos to her. Yeah. It's amazing. Now we both worked at an animal hospital because I also used to work at an animal hospital too.
Yes. And you've done retail before too. We've done the same jobs. Now I have to become a nurse. No,
girl, I did retail for 2 seconds. And I immediately was like, this is not. Yeah. Mainly just because I'm not. I don't know. I really feel like you don't have to know fashion to do retail. But it also works against you if you don't. Like, if you don't care about, like, I'm not I don't know fashion at all. So it really kind of works against me.
But I feel like you're just good in general at, like, communicating with other people. And sometimes people just want somebody. People really come in there just for somebody to talk to. They don't need the advice for real. They just want you
They don't even need no shoes. They just want to say hi.
Yes. They just want you to walk around the store with them and talk to them and be that person. Be their little pile. So... yeah, you can do it if you put your mind to it.
I hated having to like actively pick an outfit out and dress trendy.
Yeah.
Stand there all day and like
but
chase
look at you
people.
Today, girl.
I'm in overalls because we went to the pumpkin patch today. Yeah. I haven't worn these overalls in years. I've had them for like years and I forgot about them.
I love them.
Yeah.
I need to get another pair. I am so into like 2-piece sets, overalls, dresses, anything that makes it easier for me to get ready is just my life right now. Anything, if the top and bottom matches, I just love it because you look so put together and you spend a few minutes getting together. It's my favorite thing ever.
And that's why I need to invest more time into my closet because I don't know, I feel like my body has just been changing so much lately that and it's one thing like if your body's changing, but then if you know your body type, sometimes it's still hard to dress your own body type. But then when your body's constantly changing a lot, then it's even harder. Then I struggle to like want to find, like I thought about it, honestly. I went down a jean size, right? You would think that's great.
Yeah.
No, because then I'm thinking about, okay, I do want to have another kid. Why am I going to, like, I don't even, like right now, like I don't even want to get another size smaller because I'm like, girl, you gonna gain more weight again. Like but it's a blessing because to be able to even have a baby or think about that. But that's just kind of why sometimes I struggle to like actually invest time in buying outfits and clothes, and because I'm not even don't mind him taking a whole bath,
getting comfortable.
But I already am just not really a fashion person in general. But then it's even harder when like your body is changing every 10 seconds. And then I'll be thinking I'm done shopping. And then the next thing I know,
girl, come over to my side, get yourself some leggings and 2-piece sets in different colors. And they stretch whatever you could.
You said the TikTok?
I use TikTok Shop. Yes, you guys. I'm gonna put it on my shop so that I can earn some commission. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, I love two pieces. I got this off TikTok Shop. They have like sweatpants, and of course they're stretched. So even if you go up or down a size, usually you can still fit the same. I mean,
that's probably what I need.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's so funny. I was just putting on some pajamas the other day where I'm like, this fit me even when I was really pregnant. Some stuff. It's nice to have this. No, this is not. Yeah. These overalls do not stretch. So no, it would not be forgiving. But yeah, my body just be changing all the time.
Yeah, I know. Being a woman.
I asked my husband today, I said, I was like, if you, this is all, basically 90% of this episode is having babies.
Yes.
I asked him, and I always ask men this just because it's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, if it was normal and God just gave the opportunity for like, okay, you two want to have a baby, who wants to be pregnant? Like if it's the man or the woman. I was like, if it was normal, would you do it? And Duvall was like, if God was going to do it, he would have did it.
Yeah.
So no. And I'm like, I know God didn't do it, but I'm just saying hypothetically. And he just kept saying, if God would have did it, he would have did it. And I'm just like, you basically, I've asked many men if they would have done it. And they're all like, no.
Really?
They just would never want to experience it. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, why? Like, it's one thing I get it if you just don't ever want to have kids. But for people who like want to have kids and like you love your wife or your girl who's pregnant, like, why you don't want to try it out? You don't think this looks this interesting?
Right.
And they're just like, nah, it looks like too much work for them. And they talk about how like it's crazy when you see your woman. You see what they went through, and then they just walk out the hospital the next day all normal, and you just couldn't even imagine that being you, but that's what they do.
Yeah.
So yeah, but Duvall was just like, absolutely not. I would never want to experience it. My dad said it. My brother said it. Yeah. They're like, no, I would never want to.
Sometimes I just want to get into the mind of a man. Yeah, and just understand how they think. I just find it so interesting. How we are the same yet different. Very interesting. Yeah. Would you ever switch roles with a man for the day or become a man?
If God he would have did it.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that either. I mean, sometimes I think about it. When I think about like chivalry and like being the perfect guy, sometimes I'm like, I could do this better than you. Sorry, but not sorry.
Just because I think we're naturally more thoughtful.
Yeah, just to
so then that actually makes it easier.
It's so weird to say, but yeah, just to take like somebody out on a date and like
you're
this is how you should be treated.
Singing "If I Were a Boy."
Yes, pretty much. That's what I mean. And I would take myself out. It would be me taking me out, not another woman.
Her holding the door for herself.
Yes.
Her paying the whole check for dinner.
Exactly.
All that stuff. I don't know if I would just love to be, it's a definition of being like a fly on the wall kind of a thing. Like if I could really truly understand. Yeah. Because I just be looking at my husband like, man, who are you? Like,
I know.
Like I just want to know how your brain works.
Or what they talk about with their friends. Like, I know. Yeah.
How like they just get straight to the point. Like men have the strangest conversations. Yes. Like they just be like, "Yo, what's up?
Yeah,
huh? Yeah, okay, all right, bye." And I was like, "That was it. Like that was it.
That's so funny.
There's no more. Like I feel like we're so much more dramatic."
I know. Like, how are you doing? Like, how's your job treating you? How do you feel? And they're just like,
yeah. And by the way, where'd you get those shoes from, girl? Right? Like we had to do a whole roundabout conversation
so
to get
funny.
to it. But yeah, I don't know. I guess
you wouldn't do it. What if it was to take you out for a date for a day? Would you take you out?
I mean, I would. I'm not saying that I'm not good enough. Not that I'm not good enough, but that I wouldn't want to date myself. But like, I don't know.
Is that a cocky thing to say?
No,
like, I can do. I don't know.
You know what I will say? I think that since growing closer to God and like trying to be a better woman, I feel like I'm just in my like woman era of appreciating what it is to be a woman. And being okay with submitting to like God and my husband. I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna just sit in my little corner over here and I'm just fine with it. Yeah. So the idea of doing what he does, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, no,
I don't. Like even today, like I enjoy being a passenger princess. I enjoy not thinking about the finance thing that he was just trying to explain to you. I was thinking about some of that stuff. I enjoy like not having to do like I was the one packing up the diaper bag and the food to go to the pumpkin patch.
Yes.
Was I going to do any of the heavy lifting? No.
Mm-hmm.
When we got there, my dad was like, remember where you parked at? I was like, why would I do that?
Right.
I don't do those things.
And then you turned it off. So remember where we parked
He
at.
already was doing it. I was like, he already knows. I enjoyed those things. So I'm just like, I'm just going to live over here in my area.
Yeah.
Which is probably how he feels and why he would never want to be pregnant. Yeah. But I just think it's an interesting experience. Like, pregnant women just be walking around like they not growing kidneys and eyeballs. And that's just crazy to me.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if I could be a man. I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't think I would want to if it was an experience or experiment for a day.
I would be a terrible man. I'm not gonna lie.
For a day, I think I would do it for a day, but not like in real, like forever. I could never.
You couldn't do it forever.
Yeah, no.
Well, how would you just for the day? You think you would just be a boss man and be amazing at it?
No, I would literally just take me out of it. This is the only part of focus store. Yeah. What I'm saying is, I want to go out on the day.
And she's the perfect woman to do it. She's the perfect woman.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. But in real life, no, I would never. I don't want that at all. Like you said, I enjoy being a woman as well. I cannot wait to be pampered and treated like a princess every day of my life.
I feel that.
Yeah. So.
I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, I'm gonna live over here in my little corner and be just fine.
But you, what?
Ooh,
go ahead.
Controversial question about name changes. Last name changes because so I have a coworker that I work with. Clearly, a coworker that I work with.
Yeah,
she was. So one of them recently changed her last name, got married. And I've already changed my last name. I got married a few years ago. But then when she was at work kind of working on the paperwork to change her last name, this other lady came in and was like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, you're doing that? And she went on like a whole rant about like why she didn't want to do it and why she's like, I am a woman and I make she said, I'm the one, you might be on this boat, but I'm the one steering the ship and how much money she makes and how hard she's worked for her
It sounds like she would enjoy being a man for a day. Just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And she was like, it was spicy.
Oh, wow.
It was getting spicy. And she was like, and I love this lady to death. She's such a good coworker. But she was like, y'all, she was like, I'm sorry. It's something it's touched a nerve with her.
Ooh,
because also
I like that for her, though.
I know, that's how I felt. I was like, I love that for you. But I love being,
you go. Yeah,
I love being the
exactly.
I love it. Like
I would love to take on my husband's last name. It's okay. No problem at all.
I'm okay with it. And that's the thing. I get it. Like, you know, if things don't work out, that sucks. But I don't know. I just don't. Like, I'm in the peaceful era where, God forbid, that happened to me.
Yeah.
I'm not living with regrets. Like, I'm not going to regret that I didn't change my last name.
Yeah.
And he did me wrong, God forbid. Then that's on him. And you can always change it back. Exactly. It sucks and it's annoying, but like,
everything's so temporary. Like, sometimes people just do it for the experience, for your life. Like, at the end of the day, for your story, for the plot, you have to just go do it. Yeah.
And she was like, now I regret it. I wish I hyphenated because the kids ended up getting his last name.
Yeah.
And she was like, now I wish that they had mine or it was at least hyphenated. And she was like, I just don't get it. Why do the women completely disappear? And I think I could be wrong.
Oh, wait. So she's still with her husband.
They're married.
And she wishes that she would not have.
No, she wishes, the only thing she wishes she
taken
changes.
His last.
She did hyphenated her children's name so that the children have her last name and his.
Oh, she kept her last name, though.
She kept hers, gave the kids his last name.
Oh.
So just like, I get it because you do completely feel, it's a strange feeling of I am Abigail. That is who I was. That's who I was born. And it was a strange, like.
I've been Taylor for long enough.
And you're like, I'm okay.
It's been 30 years. I think I'm good. I got how many more? Yeah. The other half of my life, I wouldn't mind. You'll be just
fine. And when you're actually really happy, and you trust your spouse to move on, it's not really like a problem. And like I said, if you're going into something and you have a hint that you have the hints of it's not going to work out, or I need to stand on my principle, then I get why you don't want to.
Yeah, or if you have like a rare last name or a small family, I think about that sometimes. Like, we don't have a lot of, I don't know, the ones I know, it's not like a whole lot of men to carry on the last name, and I'm a female, so I think about about that sometimes.
That's
but
true.
I think somebody they'll figure it out. They'll be okay.
Yeah. I just felt her standing the 10 toes down.
Yeah.
She was like, I was gonna say,
is that the only? I wonder if she has like a family situation to where she would feel like, is she like, it's her last name a dying? I think it was just her standing
on principle. Yeah. I could be wrong, but the only other way I was gonna say I kind of agree is when you work really hard. Like, say if I'm 35 and I don't get married till I'm 35, and I've been like doctor so and so, and I've wrote a bunch of books and stuff. Yeah, I kind of get it.
Yeah, I think about that for celebrities or like doctors and things like that. But then I love
people that hyphenate. Like we did Tamara Mowry Housley, like she hyphenated.
Angel Lakita Moore Tanksley.
Okay. But then Adrienne Bailon, she said, "Skip it. I'm going to Houghton." Yeah. Like she didn't even care.
Oh yeah.
I love that for her. So it just depends. But then that's the thing, like, your stage name is your stage name. Like Beyonce, like I think she's Beyonce Carter legally maybe, but people know her as Beyonce. People know her as Beyonce, but people know her originally as Knowles. But to be honest, you can just go by your stage name. Like people know you as Tia Mowry, or well, she got divorced, not Tia, but Tamara Mowry. Like regardless of like, no matter what your name is, it's like people, even if you're prestigious, I get it when you're a doctor because legally your name goes on like paperwork and stuff, but like, you know, if I'm a doctor and I get it, I've published things and I've done things, maybe I'll hyphenate, but like, I don't know, I'm sure there's a way to make those things work, but I get it if you don't want to change your last name. But I enjoy it over here, you know, and I know you enjoy it too. Like you don't mind it. Like
I wouldn't mind.
Have to change your last name. Yeah. And like I said, that's not me saying that, oh, I know 100% my marriage is amazing and it's going to work out and this is the right decision for everybody. Not what I'm saying, but I feel like I don't have the hold of like regret. What if I'm not going to have the hold of God forbid something happen. Like I'll change it back. Like it is what it is. If he did me so dirty, and honestly maybe I won't because I'm a Mosley, my daughter's a Mosley. Like I don't have any ill will towards that because it's just, it is what, this is the era of my life that I've moved into, and it's okay. It's just a name, and it's my last name. I get it with first names too. Like if you have a first name that's terrible, or if this is a terrible thing, like when you have a parent that did something bad, like there's parents who were like serial killers or something, and like you want to get rid of that name. That's completely different. But just like you had a marriage and you guys don't work out, me personally, I'm okay with like not living with the regret of like, dang, and I gave you my last. You know, I changed my last name. It's not that big of a deal to me. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like people put a lot into like thinking about what if the marriage doesn't work out, and that prevents some people from even getting married. And I just, like I said, I don't think like every experience should be experienced. Like you should go through every step of life. If you feel like you should get married, you shouldn't let anything hold you back. Like people get through divorce. I know it's difficult for some, but you figure it out and you move on. So
life in general, it's like you always,
everything's so temporary. Like
we're still young, but even hitting 30, we're at the point where like we're at the do or die of not wanting to live with regrets. If that makes sense. We're like, we have a lot of decisions to make on like career wise, family wise, having kids. Yeah. Where like for me, having another baby, like I don't want to get to be 35, 36, 37, and I knew I had the opportunity to when I was younger. Yeah. And I just chose not to do it. Or for us, switching careers. Like you didn't want to stay in a career. Like we're at this weird stage in life where it's a lot of big decisions that we know, like you knew if you stayed in that career longer, how miserable you would have been later on in life. So we're at this like stage in our life where we have to make decisions and stand 10 toes down on them and just be okay with making that decision for where you're at in your life. Yeah. And just not living with regret. Yeah. Like I don't want to live with the regret of, like you said, you didn't want to live with the regret of staying in a certain career. I don't want to live in the regret of like, me too, like working on another career like YouTube or whatever else I want to do, or not changing my last name. Like you said, not getting married, not trying a new relationship out, not trying a new job. Like I don't want to live with regrets 10 years from now and think, what could my life have been?
You're so right. Yeah. I don't know. You just reminded me with new relationships. So it's difficult to jump back into things. But yeah, you cannot live with regret and just not do it at all. And it's just
because you see how quick. Taylor, how long have we known each other now? It doesn't feel like that long, but it's been over 10 years. Yeah. And you see how quickly that went by. The next decade is going to go by so quickly that you don't want to let that decade go by and be like, dang, if I only would have done this when I was 30 as opposed to, it's just crazy how quickly life goes by.
Yeah, life does fly.
It
So
flies.
make the decisions now.
All the kids at my school, because I work at a school as a school nurse, and they all look at me like I'm old because my birth year starts with 19,
this.
19
oh my
something.
goodness.
So I'm old.
Wow.
Yeah, to them, I'm like extremely old.
Wow.
So like, we got to get a move on it. We're about to.
Oh my goodness. You don't even realize that you're living inside of an era. Like people in the 80s and the things we know from the 70s, like they didn't even realize
The
that
early
they were
2000s. I look at outfits that we used to wear,
the
like
baby fat, the apple bottom jeans,
my scarves. Like
I used
to wear these big old. Oh, I was thinking about what are they called? Not moccasins. What were those? The slide on
Sperry?
No, not Sperry. They were the I can't remember the name of the shoe, but I used to wear them to high school. Like
I feel like Toms.
No, they didn't have the backs, and they were.
Now I need to know.
They didn't have the backs in the shoes at all. Like you just slid them on. They were like the bottom were like hard cardboard looking shoes, and like the top of them were like. I used to wear them faithfully.
Say it in the comments. What is
it? I'll look it up before we hand me your phone.
I want us to do live content one day. I'm gonna just throw that out there now, where they can like respond to us in the feed and just join. We need enough
subscribers and stuff.
We can do it on my TikTok, and then hopefully, eventually we can do it on YouTube too.
But I used to wear those shoes faithfully to school every day, and my the Aeropostale like collar shirts with the camisole underneath, the different color cami, headbands and scarves. For me.
Oh my goodness! The colored what was it? Swag rag, the little scarves everybody was wearing for a while. Yeah, and all of that. What was it? I think they were blazer shoes or something. The high top Nike shoes with your skinny jeans. Oh my goodness. 100%. Everything was bright colors. Wow, that really happened. I really had that on. Jeans. Yeah,
bright purple or bright green skinny jeans. We used to wear those for real, and that was an era. And now I look back at those outfits like, wow, what were we?
Very interesting.
Doing. Yeah, and now we're in another era.
I know.
You know how you can tell millennials because they wear like the skinny jeans. And I stopped going to the gym for a little bit, and then I went back. And then I noticed that all the girls were wearing the socks like how Taylor has.
Oh, yeah. Like I remember this. I used to think this was so uncool. Ugly. And now, I'm doing it.
The longer socks. Because now you look strange if you wear what I'm wearing, which is the ankle socks. But it didn't matter today with my these overalls. But yeah, that's when I realized, like, okay, I will never forget the first time I did it. I was like, okay, I'm going to pull my socks above my leggings. I don't know what to do. This is strange. Yeah.
Even Birkenstocks, like those are so.
Was it Birkenstock? I think those are the shoes I'm talking about. Birkenstock.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
can just slide some of them on, but they were like they were fake Birkenstocks. Yeah, the real ones were super expensive, but they were like a cheap version of Birkenstock.
Yes,
I used to wear those all the time. Wow, because the kids today, I noticed they're pulling from old fashioned. They all wear the bell bottoms and the flares, or the mom jeans or whatever, or they're all wearing leggings or biker shorts or whatever. That's just what they're wearing.
Yes,
so it's a little bit different now, but I'm trying to.
Wow.
I remember my first mom jean or me trying to wear some kind of a flare jean. This was strange. I was like, I remember skinny jeans.
I know. I don't know what was before skinny jeans. I feel like I was in uniform before that. So, but yeah, I remember trying on skinny jeans and thinking like, what the heck is this?
The year 3000.
I know.
when skinny jeans first became popular. We in the future.
Yes.
And now we back in the 1800s wearing the skinny jeans.
But I love the mom jean vibes now.
Yeah, I do.
Looser fitting. It's so cute.
And again, I want to get more, but then I swear I'm in this weird stage of like, dang, why am I going to invest in a bunch of more clothes?
Yeah.
Because clothes be expensive sometimes. But you said TikTok Shop gives you good deals.
Yes, so good deals on TikTok Shop. I'll send you links. I got to think of where else I shop at. But yeah, you can find some good deals if you're looking.
Well,
did we go over this board?
At least we made it through the whole board.
Okay, we did everything.
Yeah.
Good.
I hope that this worked out well. This is the first time I was using these mics for real, so I hope that the audio sounds okay. If not, forgive us. See. And we'll try something new next time. If not,
yes. Yeah, thank you for listening to our rant and going over our goals.
Can't wait to see what Taylor decides to title this video, because it don't make no sense at all. But yeah.
Yes.
All right. We'll see you in our next one, guys.
Bye.